Hey everybody, so here is the second update or third update for the buddy build with me and Keith. This is the 95 Toyota MR2. The interior is a good spot to do an update where I actually want to show you guys some things before they kind of get covered up, to say. As you can see, I did little speaker boxes. I made sure to flock them the black gray, the dark gray that they always are. The interior is black, so that I wanted them to kind of stand out. I do have two speakers in there. I might do like a gloss coat on the actual speakers, so that way their ring and all that is highlighted different, so that way they kind of stand out. But there's that. I do have the dash glued in. The gauge cluster, I put the UV resin in, that crystal clear UV stuff. Everything else is all black. It's a black on black interior, so I did a little bit of dry brushing to add to it. I was thinking of designing a steering wheel for it, but I ended up not doing that. I'll probably do, I might do something, I don't know. I still have time, and if I do, I just cut that off and glue another one on, so it ain't that big of a deal. You might notice all this blue and red lines everywhere. I did put some lights in it, so that way there is lights on the interior underneath the dash. They'll light up the floorboards, and then I have LEDs around the bottom, so that will give that underglow look like you see there right now. I don't know how I'm going to route the wires, but I probably just route them down through here and then plug it in somehow. I don't know, but they are super small, so you can't really see them. I just added this part. Those are wire ferrules on the tips. I have to weather that so it matches the rest. And there's the rims. The brakes inside, I actually designed those in CAD and 3D printed them, so that way they're nice big brakes. These wheels were standalone. They were those kits that you can get of just the wheels and tires. So those I have to put decals on and weather and do a little bit more detailing, but they are on there. This is part of the body work that I did to hide the inner door fenders. So this is all magic sculpt that was sanded and sculpted and all that, and then I masked everything off and painted that to match the body. That way when the doors are open, it kind of looks like it's what it's supposed to. Turn off the lights. That kind of give you an idea how the glow will look. So onto the doors. There is body trim lines I'm trying to hide. I've already primed this 3 times now, wet sanded in between, trying to get rid of those. I think I'm going to have to still do a little filler right there on those. And I'll probably prime one more time. Trying not to lose all the detail in the door handles, but I think what I might do is actually shave those off. So when I fill this, I might actually just fill that, wet sand everything one more time, and then just paint it body color. But you can see I got the door inner thickness is all done to prime, but the inner door cards, they're separate there. They're right here, and then I'm going to probably flock the bottom, and then put the speakers in. I have these big speakers that I'm going to put into the door card. Here's the trunk lid. Still kind of wet sanding that transition. You can kind of see it in the primer. I'll probably just wet sand this one more time, and then this will be good for paint. And then same with the body. So the body lines, I probably have to wet sand and fill that, wet sand again. I was hoping that those little pinholes would actually be filled by primer. I was able to get rid of all the transitions of the body kit. There's still a little bit here. Now that's a natural seam, but I'm going to get rid of that completely. So that way it's kind of like a whole front clip. Be completely smooth. I got rid of the gas tank. I was thinking of 3D printing one of them filler necks, but haven't. There's the trunk. One thing I found out, I'm going to have to scrape all the primer off of all these pins because the doors don't really want to fit as good. Throw those on. Here's more of that Magic Sculpt filler. All wet sanded and smoothed out pretty good, so that way when the body color comes on, it'll turn out pretty well. So I'm going to let this gas out for a couple days, and then I'll get back to wet sanding it. I have drilled a couple holes. I'm going to do those lights. I'm going to do the back lights. I don't know if I'm going to do side markers or not, but I'll have a couple lights in the actual body. One on this I haven't done yet. I'm thinking about putting 2 lights here because I'm going to put a cold air intake, or not a cold air intake, but a intercooler. Finally found it. Took me a while. I'm going to do that intercooler, and so I want it lit up. I'm going to have that in there. So I might just glue that. That might just glue onto that, because you still have a radiator. So the radiator and then the intercooler in front of it. And so come on now. So something like that would be what you would see. As a finished product. So hopefully you're liking this build. It's been going pretty good for me on my part. Keith had a little bit of a late start. He had a couple other builds to do, so I've been delaying my videos as they come out a little bit for him, so that way we're on the same page. This one will probably be coming out from recording. It'll probably be 2 weeks from the time of recording that you guys will actually see it, just to let him keep up. That way we're still on the same page. And there you kind of can see how my seats. I'm going to do one where it's folded up, and then I'm going to do the other just back. So you won't see, you'll see that it's there, but you won't see it, and then on this side you'll be like, oh yeah, that's what's back there. And then this I'll hand paint black. Nothing special, but so until the next update. Next update I'll probably have body color on, because all I have to do is the seats for this part, and glue the intercooler on, weather the exhaust, and then I need to do body color next to get anywhere else. So until the next update, I hope you guys have a great one, and I'll talk to you then. Bye.